Hi guys, it's Rachel here. I'm just going to do a quick little video just to show. I showed a flash of, nothing really happened to those ones, of the fabrics that I had sort of done a few effects on, inspired by my mum and my sister, like this one for example. I mean, they're nothing too exciting. However, I just wanted to show you how I did that. So I don't think I did anything on that one. Yeah, so I was asked to show how I did that. I'm actually a little bit uncomfortable. I'm sitting here. Actually, I'm just going to slide everything back because I'm going to fall off the chair. I'm in my TV room. It's the same day as when I've come back from the markets. And I don't really have the equipment that we need exactly, but I've got my brew of tea, which I made this morning before I went out. Those are my fabric scissors, and I've got some water here, so I don't have to be in my kitchen. And then you need elastics, lots of elastic bands. Pegs, wooden pegs would be better, but I don't have any wooden pegs, or I do, I don't know where they are. And then I've got some coins here, and I also found these lying around, so I'll use those. And then I've just paddle pop sticks would be better, and chipboard, but I don't have any, so I'm just going to use this really thick, you know, the back of a notepad, to try out some effects as well. So this will be a few part video because I'll have to leave them in the tea for a while, for a few hours, and then dry them, and then we'll see the results. So basically I have no idea, like I'm not an expert, as I said, but we'll have a go and we'll see what happens. But I was trying to think, how can I show you what I did? So I thought, well, it's best if I video preparing, and then we'll see how they turned out. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, this is very old antique hemp. It's a very light one, and it's a white color. So I'm just going to be tearing pieces off that. It's an old sheet. I've nearly run out. So what I do is I wet it in the water now and squeeze it out. Now the reason why I wet it in the water is because I think it soaks up the color better. So now I've never done this before, so I'm just going to make it up. So I'm just going to accordion. I've got my iPad here. Yes, I'm just going to accordion fold it like this. I might want a longer strip for that one. What will I do with this one? I might, there's one that they've got folded in a triangle. I don't know how I think they fold it like that. So that's a triangle one, but I don't have a triangle. You need a piece of triangle, and then you sort of clip it, and then it so that's a shape you can do. And then you have two triangles here, which I don't have, and you put them there, and then you clip them shut. And you need clamps would be even better if you have clamps, and then the dye would only go in certain spots. Well, we can try that one, but no, I need this to do another one. So, but yes, so that you could do that one. But I mean, this is not going to do very well. It's going to be soggy, and I'll throw it in the bin when it's done. And probably, I don't know, it might even just fall apart. So the first one I did was, we'll do that one. There was one that I did like this, and we'll see what happens. I just randomly went like that. So just accordion, you can see there. And then I literally just took a few pegs and pegged it. The pegs are not as tight as clamps. Clamps would be even better, as I mentioned before. But yep, I'm just going to peg it, and we're going to dump it in to the tea. So we'll get another piece, and I said I wanted a bigger piece. What's happening here? Let me find the end. I mean, this is what happens when you randomly tear your fabrics. So this is going to be a nice big piece. I love the tearing sound. Oh, gives me great satisfaction tearing. I'll put that down on the floor. So first of all, let me wet it. Stick it in the water. And I don't know if that's absolutely necessary, but I do it just in case. Okay, so what are we going to do with this one? I was going to do the with this. So what I want to do is, I might give it another squeeze actually, just make sure. Okay, Move those aside. So we're going to accordion this one as well. Now, and as I said before, I've got no idea what I'm doing. My sister will be having a giggle because she knows how to do it. And of course, from over a year ago, I was in Australia. I cannot remember what we did, but we sat there, as I said in my other video, folding things and all these, and we were so excited. And then her Shibori thing needed additions put to it, and it didn't work. Her vat was too old. It needed to be revamped. Now, what you do, just pretend, you have to pretend like these are paddle pop sticks. I think I'll start in the middle, and you put one, actually maybe I'll lay them down here. Like I can kind of see how far apart. Oh, you should put them fairly close. I'm just referring to my iPad because do I have enough? I don't have enough. I've only got 4, so let's set them further apart then. There'll be more spaced out then. I've only got 4, so okay, so they go like that. Put this on top, and you put these here. Who knows how this is going to last? Put this one here. I've got 5. Now, how did I get 5? I'm a bodgy cutter, that's what I am. Well, I think I like this wider, broader one. And then you've got to get your elastics. And this is going to be a little bit fiddly, isn't it? Maybe I'll start here. Get your elastics. Now, I didn't do this one in my other things, so we'll see how we go. Okay, well, those ones have moved, but anyway, we'll do this end first. Oh my goodness, I'm struggling. Oh, why can't I do it? Come on. I'm at the wrong angle. There we go. I mean, talk about, I need to flip it around. I can't do it that way. There, now I can. Oh, come on. Okay, so nice and tight, as many times around as you can, and then let's put the next two. You see that it's going to, the cardboard's going to become very soggy indeed, but doesn't matter. We're just having a go, and I'm going to go and buy some paddle pop sticks. I can buy them at the shop around the corner. However, they're not open right now, are they? Because they're closed for siesta, as all the shops do in Italy. Now, I just did my haul video because it was worth doing, and so that's uploading right now, so you will have seen that. I did forget to show 2 things, which I will show you in a sec. And I just wanted to say, I do get asked quite often where to go. Now, I know that if you're visiting Italy, you will be going to the touristy places like Florence and Rome, and so, yeah, in Florence there is a place, I'll tell you where to go, and you can get some nice laces and things, a little bit more expensive probably. Oh no, it depends. No, I got some good deals there, I must say. So I'll tell you with that, but like, for example, you might end up here, let me just think about it. Yeah, it's the first weekend of the month, so the first Saturday and Sunday of the month, there's the huge fabulous antique market in Arezzo. So if you happen to be around, remember, from September probably until, I would think it goes until May, there's Arezzo. So if you happen to be here, that's a really cool market to go to. However, as a disclaimer, it's not going to be as economical as my area, because it's touristy, and I haven't bought much there because I've been told crazy prices. So you just have to be aware of that. However, that being said, obviously you're probably going to get better prices than, for example, if I have to ship it, you don't have shipping and things like that too. So and then, you know, of course I've got a bit of markup because I've got to pay taxes and Etsy fees and that sort of thing. I can't just sell it to you for what I paid, because otherwise I wouldn't cover my costs. So anyway, just that's one good market. I have no idea in Venice, no idea. And you probably need a car. I don't know that there are markets in Venice. I mean, you'd have to look it up on the internet. Don't know about Rome. The only one I know about is Florence. And the antique market, I don't know which square it's in. You'd have to look it up. but because I haven't been for years. But there is an antique market. I think it's the last Sunday of the month. So just take note. So that's that one ready to go. So just take note of that. If you go to Florence, that's when that antique market is on. But they have a permanent antique market as well. That's there all the time. But it's not a market. It's like they're in these little hutty sort of things. So there's a nice big piece. We'll just cut across there. Okay, now I want to do the square one. Now I think they all, I'm not sure about how to fold it, but I think they always accordion sort of fold it. So I think that's how you do it. Anyway, that's what we'll do. We'll give it a go. It's all about giving it a go. So I'll just throw that on the floor and then I'll sweep. So I'll just wet that. And obviously, depending on how long you leave it in the tea, will depend how dark it is. I think I'll leave it a bit longer. So this video probably won't be uploaded until tomorrow. So we need to get a square happening here. So I guess, what about if I fold it like that and then go like this? That's more or less a square, more or less. We're a bit more or less, aren't we? There we go. I'll trim that bit off. Okay, and then what you do is you put this here and that one there and then clamp it. Is that what they did? Yep, they've just clamped it on. Oh no, elastic bands. Oh, I'm going to do elastic bands because that'll give you another effect. Let's do elastic bands. I didn't cut out exact squares, did I? But however, if I do elastic bands, it's going to, because this is going to get wet and it's going to bend. So no, I'm not going to do elastic bands. I'm going to clamp it. I'll put a few pegs. I don't know if this is going to work with the heavy cardstock, because I might not be able to leave them in for too long because it's going to go soggy. It'll probably collapse before it's ready. But I did make a strong brew of tea. I've nearly used up all my pegs. I already did the other peg one, so I probably don't need that. Is that even going to fit in my bowl? This could be a problem. It doesn't fit. Well, that's a problem, isn't it? Now what will I do? I might have to put some... I'll put the clamps on, the pegs on two sides, and then maybe here I'll just have an elastic band or two just to hold it. Well, that's something to consider, isn't it? I should have brought out a tray, not a bowl. So let's see. Anyway, oh, it still doesn't fit. Okay, elastic bands it is. This may not work. I'll put more elastic bands then. Well, these red ones seem to be a bit tighter. So yeah, I'm using elastic bands at the end of the day. But if I use these red ones, they seem to be tighter. It says she, and she takes out a blue one. Okay, well, in you go. Just behave yourself and do what you're told. Okay, and then the other one I did, which I really liked, and I don't need such a big piece for that one. I've been wanting to dye this whole thing anyway. Come on, tear. That won't tear. Oh, I'm going the wrong way, that's why. There we go. Let's just get rid of all these threads because I don't like those. They drive me bananas. They get tangled in your hands and all that sort of thing. So let's wet that. I'm not showing you too many. Oh, it's already curving. Oh well. We'll see what happens. Let's see if it works. It might not work because I need powder pop sticks and you need chipboard. You know, that sort of MDF, is it? I don't know. Chipboard. I don't know. Wood. You need wood probably. So what I did here, now this is a bit more laborious to do. I got my coins, put my coins in there, and I've got big elastics. If I had small elastics, it'd be much faster, but I've got big ones. So I've got to go around many times, like that. And this will work with, I think, pretty much, these coins are from the Emirates. My husband went for work. So yep, just do your coins. I don't even do them in rows. I'm just do them all over the place, like so. I've only got 5 coins here, but then I've got those little ones, so we'll do the little ones as well. Just put that there. Okay. There's another one. And I've got a space here. And they're all different sizes, the coins too. They're all different denominations. Oh yeah, that's curving. But anyway, it should work. I think it will work. So I'll probably leave them in. Maybe I'll just leave them in for... These ones I'll leave in longer, so they can go darker. But the ones with the very heavy cardboard, I will take out. Just sorry, I'm not having trouble spacing it. I'll take out. I mean, obviously you can do it in a more regular sort of way. If you look up on Pinterest, Shibori dyeing, S-H-I-B-O-R-I dyeing, there's lots of images come up and they show you the ways to do them. I mean, that's what I'm remembering a few that my sister showed me. I'm going to do these little teeny tiny ones that my sister showed me because she actually did the course, but then I'm now looking up because I couldn't remember. So obviously if you're doing those sorts of dyeings, I don't know, I don't dye, I don't know, but like, do you have to boil them or that sort of thing? Then you probably need to use, you know, the little pieces of wood for those other ones that I did, and the paddle pop sticks are good. And clamps. Pegs are good, but clamps are even better because they are really tight. My sister has those clamps, but I don't have the equipment. Because I was just playing. Got another one of those. Oh, I've got 2 more. Can I fit 2 more? Probably. So we've done the whole thing. I see what I mean. It's a little bit more laborious. It takes a little bit more time to prepare it. Will I bother putting in another one? No. Okay, so and then I just drop that one in. In you go. In you go. I put down a towel so I don't. I can wipe my hands on it. Let me just put my iPad back on. Let me see something else. Oh, there's that one. That one's really boring to do, but it's good. Now I'll show you just with this one. Another thing I did was I just got them. This is probably not very big, but I twisted it. And then I just did something like that and put an elastic over it. See what happens. Make it into a little ball. Now that one can stay in a bit longer because I probably have to get through all of those layers. Oh, goodness me, I'm not very good with the elastic bands. Come on, get your act together, Rachel. It's too small. Okay, we'll just go around there then. Throw you in there. Now, what else was I going to do? Oh, I know. That one I was really excited about when I did at my sister's house, but of course, as I said, it didn't work out. Let me just wet it. So what I'll do is I will show you. Oh no, that's a good one. I'll do that one after. Yeah, this one. What I'll do is I'll open them all. Maybe, no, will I do that? No, what I'm going to do is just get this. Oh, you're supposed to put marbles in. I don't have any marbles. Anyway, we'll try it. We'll try this. This is another one that would take a while to do. So basically you just grab bits of it, bunch it up. I don't think I will open them on video because I need to hang them out to dry. I don't know, should I rinse them before I dry them? Probably. So you just basically do this all over. And so where the elastics are, the elastic bands, probably won't take the colour. It's very boring to undo, I can tell you that, taking all these off. It's boring to do it as well. And then what was the other one I wanted? Oh, I know. We'll do one more after this. Okay. So you get the idea. I might go ahead and finish this one off camera because you don't want to see me do rows and rows of elastics. Do one more. So that I'll do that until the whole bit's done. Okay, so I'll finish that one afterwards, and then there's one more way I want to do it. I'll just cut off another piece. So, yeah, that'll be the same. And here it is, and I'll just wet that in my water. And then what I want to do is just, maybe I'll do it properly. I'll just accordion fold it again. I guess the liquid sort of soaks in between the accordion sort of folds. And then this one I want to put rubber bands here. It's a little bit fiddly to do. All these rubber band ones are a little bit fiddly to do. You have to make sure you do it tight enough. Just move them like that. So just make sure they sort of, I guess it probably make a pattern even if they're, you know, they're sort of wide apart like that. So there is a bit of preparation in doing these things. I guess that, you know, that's, and Shibori, well, obviously the Shibori, the pigment is very expensive to start off with, but it does last a long time, apparently. Now I haven't done these evenly spaced. Okay, nearly there. What a bore. Okay, and I'll put, will I do one? Yeah, I'll do one more. I'll put 2 pegs on the end and just see what happens. Okay, and then I'll just bunch that up, and I think I'll peg it. Bunch that up and peg it. And that can go in. Now that is not sinking down, that needs to sink down. You stay down. You'll need to go in the tea. Don't have much room for anything else. Now let me just see. Oh, it's shut out. Oh, there we go. Let me just get back up there. To see if there's any other methods of folding that I might like. I tell you what, these ones with the rubber bands take forever. Triangle, I don't have a triangle. Oh, you can just do, let's try one. Oh, better move that out of the way. What about a nice piece? Let's see what will happen if I just fold that like that. No, I don't think there's enough. What about if I go like this? I guess I've just done that, haven't I? Well, there's that. And we'll try it, see what happens. Okay, maybe a little bit tighter. Okay, I'll put one in the middle. Why not? Right. Put that in there, and then I'll finish that one off, and then I will be back to show you the results. Thank you for watching. Bye. Okay, here I am back. My fabrics have dried, and I'll show you the results. So this was the one that was, I bunched it up here and put the elastics around it. So it's really cool effect. And where the elastics weren't, or you know, like on top of each other, you got really nice effects. So this is where they were all tight, pushed down in together, and here a little bit looser. So that's really cool. That one really worked really well. This one was, I did the accordion fold. I did it actually that way because you can see the lines, and then I put elastics around it here and there. So this was looser here and this effect, and then here the elastics were tighter, so that one worked really well. This was where I put the coins in and put the elastics around, so very similar to the other one, although there is a slight ring there where the coin was, that's all, but it's very similar to just bunching it up with the elastics. You can also put marbles in as well and put the elastics around. I didn't have any marbles. Now, what was this one? I've written some here. So this was the one, I think I bunched this one up like this, and then I had just put the elastics around it, this one, and that I like that turned out really well. I'm really happy with that. This was the one that I twisted and then I put an elastic around it. Remember, I had trouble putting the elastic on. That one's really cool. So obviously where this was all inside, I didn't leave it in for too long. I only left it in for about 2 hours. And then I took it out and rinsed it, and then I dried them. Now I'm just going to grab my iPad because I wanted to show you. So I'll put a link. I have a Pinterest board called Dyeing Style, and I'll put a link to that board down below. But I'll just go to it now, and I'll open up the website that I was looking at for, to show me different ways to do the tying. And I'll show you what this is what my dyeing style board looks like here. Oh, you can see the thing. I'm sorry about that, guys. Let me just turn this around a bit. Might be better. I don't know why I'm at such a bad angle today, but anyway, let's not worry about it. So yeah, that's my dyeing style board, and I actually clicked on, was it this one? Wait, just let me see. Which one? I think I went on this DIY Shibori indigo dyeing tutorial. So I went on there. Yeah, this is the one I looked at in color order. And but I've got lots of ones that I've saved. I just wanted to show you here so this was the one, this one here. This is what we're looking at here. Remember, I only had this card sorry, thick cardboard. It didn't work so well. You need to have wood, like, sort of thin pieces of wood. I mean, it's quite good. Like, you can see little squares here, but it's not didn't work as well as, and that's the paddle pop stick one. So I'll show you what they're supposed to look like. See, that's the tying with elastics. I mean, it's really cool. You can get really good results here. So this is the one that I mean, obviously this is Shibori, but if I had the cardboard and I didn't tie it tight enough, that's the sort of effect that you can get. That's the one with the circles. I don't have circles, but still folded in a similar way. And that you see, you need the clamps. Whoops, now what happened there? I didn't want to do that. Oh, goodness me. What a goose. Sorry, we'll just shoot down here. Sorry if I'm making you feel sick. I'm making myself feel sick. And then that's the triangle one. So it shows you the types of effects you can get. That's another one. So it's really cool website. This is the paddle pop stick. Now my paddle pop stick one did not work so well. It's got, blotches here and there. I didn't have any paddle pop sticks. I used the cardboard. So but that's what you should get, you see. So mine didn't work. So I'll have to try that one again. And then what was this one? Oh, I like the peg one. I'll just move this one out of the way. This is the pegs here. So you can see the pegs. I probably should have left this one in a bit longer to see it more, but that's what the pegs look like. I don't think there's any pegs on this website. Oh, here's pegs. Oh, see that? Look what they got with the pegs. Really cool. So yeah, if I'd left this longer, then I probably would have had better results, but I actually quite like that. So yeah, so that's just to give you an idea. You can probably try it with many different types of dyeing. You've just got to have the right equipment. I didn't have the right equipment to do it. So anyway, if you go on Pinterest, you can find heaps. I've got lots of things saved. Look at this, all different folding ones, all the equipment here. So it shows you all the different results that you can get, tying it with string, all kinds of cool things. Look, doing it I mean, it takes time to do all of that, that's all. I mean, that would take forever to sort of, that's stitched and gathered and things like that. So yeah, so anyway, that's my results. As I mentioned, I was asked to show that. I'm not an expert. It's the first time I've really sort of done it, and but I'm quite happy with all the different little effects that you get with it. And you can really, as my sister told me when I was there, you can really play around with it and get any effects that you like. But I really do love these ones. These ones turned out really well, and this hemp is lovely. It's all textural and yummy. Now see this here, this is that I said I had bought a big sheet. I just opened it and look, it's got an embroidery on it. How cool is that? So I'm very excited about that. Anyway, I will see you soon. Bye.